It's incredibly challenging. The fact that you're battling hundreds of factors that you don't have any control over. It's something that ultimately determines whether you're successful or quite possibly if the hunt ends in failure. One of my earliest memories would have to be hunting with Dad. I was given one of his old camcorders. I can't even remember how old I would have been, potentially 10 or 8 or somewhere in that ballpark. We were hunting some cane grass and we were stalking in on a big boar. We could see its ivory hang out the side of its mouth. And I remember just being completely immersed in filming and looking through that viewfinder. Little did I know that seconds later I'd have a charging boar coming my way. Dad had sent an arrow through it and sort of finished the hunt, but I just remember being infatuated with it, watching this animal go about its behaviour, and then the sheer range of emotions, not knowing what was going to happen next. That sort of had me hooked from quite an early age, obviously. When I'm out here, I tend to be extremely at peace. There's very little that sort of fogs the brain or that you think about that isn't important to that very moment. It's deeply instinctual. What's the wind doing this morning? Where am I going to go? Where do I think there'll be the animal that I'm pursuing? There's no thoughts about life back at home in the city or the suburbs or anything like that. There's no confusion, waiting in traffic, chaos. It's purely bird sounds, trying to work out what the elements are doing, whether it's going to rain today, if it's going to be sunny. Yeah, I guess it's literally just being out here often by myself, extremely at ease with that fact, making all of my own decisions. It's very humbling in one way, but it's also very rewarding when things go well. My deep appreciation for nature actually stemmed from bow hunting itself, which I can understand sounds quite bizarre and probably hard for most people to wrap their head around, but at the end of the day, bow hunting is so much more than just taking an animal's life. Realistically, when you look at the bigger picture and the total number of hours spent hunting in pursuit of that animal or a certain goal, whatever that may be, the actual killing of the animal is less than 1%. It is the ultimate thing that happens generally. In order to be bow hunting, you have to take an animal's life, but the actual process of that is what I guess I'm chasing. That's sort of why I do it. The moments leading up to that final sort of statement, which is the kill, is what gets me out of bed in the morning and makes me want to be a bow hunter. There are times that I'll go out and not take a bow, whether that's going to a new area, learning a new property, simply having not seen an animal that sparks my interest. I'm almost a student of nature to a degree, where I actually prefer sometimes to simply go out and video them or take photographs, watch them and observe them going about their natural behaviours, getting extremely close to them, almost replicating as if I did have a bow in hand, and then capturing some sort of encounter that, again, I know is extremely personal, and then having that animal walk away to live another day, me having learnt and experienced something that's quite often breathtaking. It's those little interactions that I learn a lot from as well. So the fact that you can sneak in completely unaware to an animal, video it, whether you have the bow or not, is quite a powerful moment. And there's plenty of those interactions that I can remember quite vividly, that I'm glad I didn't take the animal, I'm glad I didn't have my bow at that very instance. I'd be lying if I said that I have any interest in seeing the Colosseums in Rome or anything like that. All of my travel aspirations involve bow hunting and the animals that I can experience in the places. Where the next journey is, I'm not too sure. You know, there's plenty of continents and countries out there just waiting. And to be honest, we learn a lot culturally from the places we go and the people we meet along these journeys. Having the ability to harvest my own meat would have to be one of the most rewarding aspects. The animals paid the ultimate price, so as far as I'm concerned, when that animal dies and pays the ultimate sacrifice, that for me is when the hard work begins. We have to give them the most respect and try and take as much meat as possible. As long as there's that moment when you're at full draw and you're looking at life through this tiny little optical that is the peep sight, and there's this moment of complete clarity where hundreds of hours, all these moments have gone into this one point in time where you've got an animal there, unalert, within bow range, and you're the one that either makes it work or doesn't work. And that's incredibly powerful. And the moments between when you experience that and the next time is sort of what draws me back time and time again. So as long as I'm fit and able, can walk the mountains, wake up at sunrise and keep doing it again over and over again, I think I'll be bow hunting until I die.